But there's a question again here, Sadhguru. Then what is the role sadness, adversity, challenges, what role do they play in helping you evolve?
See, people who are miserable, they're trying to eulogize misery. They're trying to highlight misery as a necessary part of one's life. Unless you're miserable, you will not be sensible. Because they have seen only irresponsible pleasure, they have not seen a truly blissful human being in their life. People who are in pursuit of pleasure, they think they are joyful people. Pleasure itself is essentially needed only when a human being is not joyful. When you're joyful by your own nature, when you're blissful by your own nature, the need for pleasure will drop off. Pleasure is just a shadow of joy, you're trying to create it. In your own experience, at certain moments in your life, when you're very, very happy or joyful, at that time you don't need anything. Today your friend came, you're very happy. If you don't eat, if you don't sleep, it doesn't matter. And for me, it doesn't matter any day whether I'd sleep or whether I don't sleep or don't eat, because I'm blissfully on all the time.
Because your friend is always with you.
So, inner engineering is essentially about engineering your interiority the way you want it. When I say the way you want it, every human being, it doesn't matter who he is, how much of a fool you think he is, if you ask him whether he wants pleasantness or unpleasantness for himself, for sure it's pleasantness. What he wants for his neighbor may be debatable, but what he wants for himself is pleasantness, it's very clear, isn't it? So the choice is very clear. It is only that what he wants is not happening. What you want may not happen in the world because too many people are involved in it. Maybe what they want is happening, not what you want is happening. But at least within this, at least this one human being should happen 100% the way you want him, isn't it? If you don't happen my way, that's not a problem. I am not happening my way, that's the big problem, isn't it?
100% problem.
That is the only problem, actually.
True.
People think the problem is you're not happening my way. That's not the problem, there's only one problem. I am not happening the way I want to be. If I happen the way I want to be, I will be naturally blissful. If I am blissful, my body and my mind will function at its best. There's medical proof to show you this. If a person is joyful and blissful, his body, his mind, his chemistry, everything functions at its best. Substantial medical and scientific evidence is there about it. So if your body, your mind and your emotions and everything is functioning at its best, is that the basis of your success in the world?
Well, to a great extent, I would say yes.
Isn't it?
Absolutely.
How effectively you can harness this body, this mind, is the essence of your success, isn't it?
Irrespective of how you define success, but definitely,
No, I'm saying even
way.
material success, I'm saying.
Okay.
Whether you want to materially do well in the world, you want to make money, you want to run a business, even for this, your body and mind, how effectively you can use it, that is the basis of your success largely, isn't it?
Very true. Very
so, the necessary ingredients even for material success is set only when you engineer your interiority the way you want it.
You know, what I also find very interesting about this methodology is you say that you don't need faith for it, you just need commitment to practice.
I won't even ask for commitment.
Okay.
All I'm asking is, you have enough sense to experiment with it. If it works, you keep it. If it don't work, you give it up. It'll work miraculously well if you give it enough time. So I'm generally asking people, just 40 days, you do it. If it doesn't work, throw it away, never again come this way. But it will always work. If you give it that much time, it'll definitely work. So, we're not asking for faith, we're not even asking for any lifetime commitment. All I'm saying is, just experiment and see. It's just like eating good food, just like using your cell phone. If you learn to operate it, it works. So this is the greatest technology that you have. This human mechanism is the most sophisticated technology that exists on the planet. Your computers, your supercomputers, your spacecrafts, they're all rudimentary stuff compared to the technology that's involved in making this human mechanism. If you do not use this technology to its fullest scope, that's a crime. I think
True.
most of the humanity is not using it to its fullest extent because they're an issue by themselves.
I think because we think that this is ours, we take it for granted. It's there. Where is this guy going to go? And then finally you stop even looking at this guy.
This guy will go.
Yes, absolutely. This guy will just go.
You'll come with an expiry date.
True. That's the only certain thing that you've come with.